Are you excited to be in one of my videos?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can sense. Okay. Hey, what's up, you guys? So I'm here today with my friend Victoria.
Hello.
So is this the first video you've ever been in with me?
I
You've been in like my vlogs a couple of times.
Yeah, I think I was in like your Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah, we've done that one once or twice, a few times actually. I think I've had a vlog about that. But today we're gathered here in front of my computer screens because we're cool to discuss the ships that we enjoyed, and we're gonna play a little game called Ship It or Nip It. So we're gonna discuss a ship, even though we both have not seen the TV show. We figured, why not? We'll throw it in there, we'll kind of explain it to each other, and then see if we still ship it at the end. So we're going to begin with Klexa, which I know that you like. You ship it.
I ship Klexa, which is Clark and Lexa in the 100. Brandon's seen the first season, but he has not seen the second season.
I have not.
Which is where Lexa meets Clark and Clark meets Lexa.
Yeah, and I'm more focused on the Bellark.
Yeah, he likes.
I like Bellamy and Clark together.
See, I don't like Bellamy and Clark together because Bellamy wanted to kill Clark.
Yeah, they're very problematic.
Yeah,
I'm a fan of those kinds of ships. Like, it's like, oh hey, I'm gonna kill you in the beginning, but then I'm gonna try to fuck you.
But then I see like Bellamy kind of like allies with Clark, and it's like, hey, I want to be your ally because you're the princess, and people call me like the prince, blah blah blah.
And everybody's like, I'm the king, and you're like the princess. And it's like, which doesn't really make sense because the king is most of the time the princess's father.
Yeah.
So,
hey.
Yay.
And then I see like Bellamy looking at Clark like, he wants to like do her.
Yeah.
And then like Clark's all like, you're kind of like my other brother that kind of wanted to kill me at first, but then we kind of got along. Yeah,
like I can see it when it's more like a brother or sister kind of relationship. Also from the 100, we're discussing Lincoln and Octavia, which I don't know what their ship name is. It's like Linktavia or something.
Yeah. I ship them.
I don't. I wanted her to get with Jasper.
Yeah, of course you would.
Jasper is my spirit animal.
Yeah.
And I am literally him.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm in love with this girl. She's not in love with me. Yeah. I'm in love with this girl. She's gonna die. So it's my spirit animal. Okay, another ship that we have from, now we're moving on to what I like to call the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. segment, because I ship everything on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. The first one's Skyward, and Skyward, they were team members, they worked together really well, they kind of, at first, kind of butted heads, because he's very by the book, you know, and she was just kind of like, hey, I've never even been part of S.H.I.E.L.D., but I'm going to come onto your bus, which is what they called the plane at the time. Which still makes no sense to me, but they end up kind of falling for each other, and then Ward turns out to be evil, and I still, after Ward almost kills their whole team, I still wanted them to be together, which makes no sense. So, based on that description, ship it or nip it?
I know that you were talking to me because you talk about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. all the time.
Constantly.
And, I think it's funny that how you tell me, like, the ship sailed and then it sank within 20 minutes.
Did. Within one episode, the ship went, and I was like, yes, like, my heart was fluttering, like, it was going, and I was like, oh yeah, they're gonna be together, and then he turns out to be evil, and so that ship obviously failed.
You know, I would probably ship it.
Really? You would ship it if you watched it?
Yeah, because you didn't really tell me much about like the characters and their personalities.
Yeah.
I mean, if you love somebody, then you love somebody.
Right, you know, even if you are evil and you almost try to kill everybody else.
Evil people need love too.
Yeah. Next is Daisy, which is technically Sky, but Daisy's like her alternate personality when she gets superhuman abilities.
Okay.
And this kid named Lincoln, who controls electricity and kind of helped her adjust to the whole superhuman transformation. And I don't ship that one because I feel like they tried so hard to make Lincoln replace Ward, because Lincoln came in the second season, and it was more like, let's like try to give him a bunch of like forced chemistry, and you know, she controls like vibrations in the air and he controls like electricity, and we're gonna like kind of make them together because they're the only two superhumans on the show. And so I don't ship it. I think that they kind of rushed into the whole these two need to be together because Ward turned out to be evil. So they kind of rushed it. I think if they had have had more character development and then kind of see where it went with the characters and the chemistry, then I would think I would have shipped it more. And then next we have Fitzsimmons, who are these two adorable people who just like, they have worked in the lab side by side together, and they did it for like years, and they went to school together. And then they're like, oh, we don't love each other, and they were actually, Simmons was trying to date Ward, and Fitz was trying to date Skye, but it turns out that the whole time they should have been together.
Oh, that actually sounds really cute.
Yeah, and and then they're like, okay, you know what, I think I might love you, and we should go and like get dinner sometime. And then Simmons gets sucked away through a portal. And onto another planet for 6 months, where she lives with an astronaut and falls in love with him.
Oh, okay.
It's a great show. It's fantastic. But I ship it.
Okay.
It sounds like you also ship it because it's kind of the.
Yeah, it sounds really cute.
It's cute. It's adorable. Next is like a throwback. We have Tate and Violet from American Horror Story.
The first season. Yeah.
Yes, the first season. The horror house there.
Yeah, I ship it. First of all, I love the character of like Tate. And just like the whole storyline behind him, and then how she's like all depressed and like wants to kill herself, and she falls in love with a ghost. I think that is really cool. And then she dies, and they can be together forever.
Yeah, I don't ship it because people are like, God, you don't ship anything.
Other than Skyward.
Yeah, that's why I only ship you guys. But no, I didn't ship it because I thought, you know, Violet was really pretty, and you know, I think that she got out there, she could have done a lot better, but she was kind of a sarcastic asshole, like, to everybody at school. And she's like, oh, I'm new, but let me just like sit here and like smoke this cigarette and like right? Yeah, she did that. She smoked a cigarette and like some like weird windowsill there. And but I think if she actually like put herself out there, she could have done way better than the ex-school murderer. Like,
but she didn't know he was an ex-school murderer.
Yeah, that's true.
Whatever that guy's name, I think his actual name is like Evan or something.
Yeah, Evan Peters.
Yeah, Evan Peters. I think he's freaking hot. So
really?
yeah.
I think Violet was very pretty.
I think she's pretty.
I can never remember her name. I always just call her Violet and everything.
She has like a weird name, I think.
Does it? I could see that.
No, but I think he's really hot. He's an amazing actor. So. Yeah.
I know. I want to see him in more. I feel like I only ever see him in American Horror Story. The next is I don't know what his name is or what her name is. But I'm Evan Peter and Emma Roberts from Coven.
Okay. Like I said, I like the Violet girl. Like them being together.
Yeah, because he was the zombie in that one.
Yeah, he was like put together because, like, I know,
like some like bus blew up or something.
Yeah, I know you like problematic ships. Like, she's the one that killed him, and then he was like, oh yeah, we should sew him up and like give him different body parts, and then
yeah, she was kind of a bitch.
Ends up like hate fucking him, and and then the other girl walks in.
Yeah, and then Violet walks in and is like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and then storms away, and then they just keep going at it, and
I mean, it was weird.
Yeah.
Alright, and then our final ship is Bradley, which is from The Fosters, which is Brandon and Callie. And you don't watch this show.
No.
So as a quick sum, Callie was fostered by his moms, because he has two moms, and so she was a foster, kind of had some issues in the beginning, and she sees like comfort in him, and he's like very understanding. It's like, oh hey, you know, like let me help you out. Like he like drove her to find her brother who was being abused in this home because he was gay but didn't know he was gay, and so
it's like they come from a line of gays. Gays.
Yeah. So they kind of like find like this comfort in each other, but then they're all, oh hey, we want to adopt you, and she's like, oh, like that's awesome, and she wants to be adopted by them, but at the same time she's like kind of falling in love with her like adopted brother, so it's kind of weird. Okay. And so I ship it because I think even though she's finally adopted now, and it was a long road. Like, it took like fucking like almost 4 seasons to be adopted. Because it was like, yeah, because it was like...
Talk about unwanted.
Because they were like, we love you, we want you, but then it turns out that your father also still loves you, but didn't know that you existed. Oh. So then it was like, the second season was all about her kind of finding out that she had this rich father, and him like trying to... Like, I wasn't around because I didn't know that you were, like, alive. Mm-hmm. And I think that she should have stayed with him. Because, I mean, if he's a father that's willing to be a father... Yeah. Like, I know he wasn't around for your whole life. But, I mean, neither were these 2 lesbians that you want to be a mom. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. And, so it's like, I thought she should have stayed with him. And instead she, like...
To be... Yeah. From this, I think she should have stayed with her father.
Yeah. She's like... Oh no, like I can't stay here with you, and then...
So her mom never told him that she was like pregnant with him.
Yeah.
And it's not his fault.
Right, that's what I'm saying. And then she ends up like going behind his back and like going, and like the 2 moms are like, oh hey, we're gonna adopt you, but if he won't sign away his rights, because he did it, but then like her like sister her half sister ended up tearing him up, and was like, hey, I think you should just stay here with us. So they were like, oh hey, we're gonna get you, emancipated? Mm-hmm. We're gonna get you emancipated behind his back so that you're a legal adult and can choose to be with us. Yeah. They were like, we're gonna get you emancipated so that way you can just be with us and it's of your own choosing. I was like, that has nothing to do with you. Like, I get that you fostered her for like the past like year, but so I shipped them. Even though a lot of people did not, but I did. I was a fan. Let's see, are there any other ships that we want to talk about?
I'll talk about my favorite ship since we already talked about Skyward, which is your favorite ship. My favorite ship is actually from a game. It's called Life is Strange.
Yeah.
It's about this girl named Max who goes back to her hometown, Arcadia Bay, and she witnessed this girl get shot in the bathroom, which turns out to be her best friend that she hasn't talked to in 5 years. So throughout she turns out to be like a time traveler, and what she does is she pretty much goes back in time just to help Chloe, who is the girl that initially gets shot, and then she finds out like, oh,
it's like doing like some drug deal or something, right?
Yeah. She was trying to blackmail this guy named Nathan Prescott, whose family owns Arcadia Bay, pretty much. So there is this other ship that I guess that you can get Max with, which is Warren, which I don't see because if you look at her diary throughout the whole game, and even if you do accept Warren stuff, she's like, ew, I don't see Warren like that. I see him like another. And then but even you go through all this and he's just not really, I don't know. I don't ship it.
No. Sometimes you just don't ship something. Yeah, you don't have a reason for it, but you're like, I don't know why you ship that.
Yeah, I don't see them romantically inclined. He just looks like a brother to me. And then Chloe's just there. And plus, Max is literally only time traveling to pretty much save Chloe and for her best interest. Chloe dies several times, and then you.
Oh wow!
Yeah, she dies quite a few times. So you go back and you save her. You have to save her. Yeah. You don't have a choice. That's how the game works. Right. In the end, people say that Warren dies if you do choose to save Chloe at the very end. But if you listen to the dialogue that Max is saying, she's Chloe's the only you're the only thing that's important to me. Right. Screw you, San Francisco. I need to go back to Chloe. Blah blah blah. It's all about Chloe. Yeah. And so I don't understand why people.
Right. It makes it very easy to ship if people want it.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I get that. Yeah. So that's all we have for ship it or nip it.
Yeah. Can you ship it?
Yeah, I could ship it. Yeah, I could ship that. Yeah. But yeah, now I thoroughly enjoy talking about ships. That's one of my favorite subjects is, do you ship that person? So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you did, then we'll try to find some more video game based ships and stuff, TV, and we'll come back and we'll ship it or nip it with you. Okay, and with that, we're gonna go. So make sure you guys subscribe. So you see you next time we. Bye. Be the problem, call it problematic. Work it out, just like magic. Just like magic. Be the problem, call it problematic. Work it out,
Just like magic.
Be the problem, call me problematic. Work it out, just like magic.